Hey Mavs Nation, welcome back to Mavs Insider, your go-to spot for everything Dallas Mavericks. And today we have some big news to discuss, one that sent shockwaves through the NBA world. Jeanie Buss breaks her silence on why the Lakers traded Anthony Davis to the Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic. I know you all have been following this story closely, and I've got some updates and analysis that might just make you feel a little more optimistic about the future of our beloved Mavs. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's dive into it. As you know, the trade between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks was a blockbuster. Anthony Davis, the 10-time NBA All-Star, was sent to the Mavericks in exchange for our guy, Luka Doncic. It's a move that no one saw coming, and it left the NBA world buzzing for weeks. But now, Lakers owner Jeanie Buss has come forward to explain the rationale behind the deal. And let's just say, the picture she paints isn't as cut and dry as some might have expected. Jeanie Buss pointed to the Lakers' repeated failures in the postseason as one of the major factors driving the decision to move on from Davis. The Lakers had faced the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs in back-to-back seasons, and both times, they were eliminated. In 2023, they were swept in the Western Conference Finals. And in 2024, they were beaten 4-1 in the first round. Buss admitted on NPR's Morning Edition show that the Lakers felt like they had no real chance of advancing further in the postseason against the Nuggets with their current roster. She said, "We have lost the last 2 years in a row to the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs, and we really didn't have anything that was going to look different going into the playoffs again." This makes sense, right? The Lakers' playoff failures were a wake-up call, and they needed to shake things up. The addition of Luka Doncic, a player who can truly lead a team in the postseason, could be the fresh spark they needed. But wait, there's more. According to Jeanie Buss, Davis's dissatisfaction with his role also played a major part in the trade. Davis had been unhappy playing the center position for the Lakers, a role that didn't quite fit his skill set. As we all know, Davis prefers to play the power forward position, where he feels more comfortable and more effective. For the past 6 years, this frustration had been a lingering issue in LA, and it clearly wasn't something that was going to get resolved anytime soon. Buss said, "Anthony Davis was complaining about where he was being played and he wasn't happy." This part is really interesting, because while we know Davis is an incredible talent, if a player's not happy with his role, it can affect their performance. And in a league like the NBA, that's a huge issue. So, moving him seemed to make sense for the Lakers, as they look to improve team chemistry and bring in a player who could take the team to the next level. Enter Luka Doncic. And we can't ignore the success the Lakers have experienced since the trade. With Luka Doncic now in the fold, the Lakers have been on fire. As of now, they're sitting second in the Western Conference with a 39-21 record, having won 17 of their last 20 games. And get this, they're currently on a 7-game win streak. Since Luka joined the team, they've been 7-2, showing that this trade is paying off big time for LA. The Lakers have solidified themselves as legitimate championship contenders. And with a player like Luka Doncic leading the charge, it's easy to see why they're so confident. On the flip side, things have been much more challenging for us here in Dallas. While the trade was expected to elevate the Mavericks, injuries have thrown a major wrench in the plans. Anthony Davis has been ruled out indefinitely due to injury, and the front court has been decimated by the losses of Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively II. To make matters worse, Kyrie Irving recently suffered an ACL tear, ending his season. Talk about a tough break. With all these injuries piling up, the Mavericks are in a tough spot. As of now, They're sitting 10th in the Western Conference and are in serious danger of slipping out of the play-in race. Teams like the Phoenix Suns are closing in, and the Mavericks have to fight hard to keep their playoff hopes alive. So, what's next for the Mavs? Many experts are now speculating that with Kyrie Irving out for the season and Davis dealing with his own injury issues, the Mavericks may decide to shut down Davis for the rest of the year. This would give him time to recover, and the team can focus on building for next season. While it's disappointing to see the trade not pay off immediately, I think this could actually be a blessing in disguise. The Mavericks are going through a tough time, no doubt, but this season could give the team time to reevaluate their strategy and make smarter decisions going forward. This gives them a chance to regroup, get healthy, and make a run at the playoffs next season with a fully healthy roster. Luka Doncic is still one of the top players in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving, when healthy, is a dynamic force. Let's not forget, this trade wasn't about just this season. It's about building a future where the Mavericks can compete for championships for years to come. So, is the Anthony Davis trade still a win for the Dallas Mavericks? I'd say yes. Despite the injuries and the challenges this season, the Mavs still have the core pieces to succeed. Luka Doncic is an elite talent who can carry this team. And with Davis potentially getting healthy and joining the team again next season, the Mavericks could be a force to reckon with in the Western Conference. It's important to remember that trades in the NBA are often long-term investments. Just because things didn't pan out immediately doesn't mean this deal won't pay off in the future. The Mavs have an exciting future ahead, and I'm still confident that they'll bounce back and be in contention for a championship sooner rather than later. We want to hear from you. Now, I want to know your thoughts on all of this. What do you think about the trade and how things have unfolded so far? Do you still believe in the Mavericks' future with Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis? Or are you concerned about the direction the team is headed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading all your opinions and engaging with you. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Mavericks, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Mavs Insider, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. We've got a lot more content coming your way, and I promise you won't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in, Mavs Nation. Let's stick together and keep pushing for the best future we can have for this team. Until next time, keep supporting the Mavs, and I'll see you in the next video.